Welcome to Jabrin 30. It's a half hour of banter and bluster. This is Brenna.
I'm James L.
How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Other than, of course, right before the show, I get like an allergy attack from salt. You know, when you're black, you can't eat salt like you used to, man. And I just feel so embarrassed. I was like, oh God, but I don't care. I'm like, we have to do a show. We already have everything set up. I don't care. So you guys just gotta have to ignore it or whatever you're gonna have to do. But,
Did you have some Popeye's chicken?
Jesus, they already started with the racist jokes, man. No, I had no Popeye's chicken. I had worse. It was Jack of the Brown hash brown that did it. I don't know what kind of salt they have on there. I'm sure it's not healthy. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on our show, how we run it, it's the first episode. Yay. How we do it is that we talk about two topics, right? So it's 30 minutes. It's probably 12 minutes for the first one, 12 minutes for the second. That's pretty much how we run this show. We've never done this show before, so this is our first episode. So let's go and start rolling it. First topic. Jeopardy. I watched Jeopardy to educate myself and increase my intelligence, and then I'm forced to watch Love Island, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, even that crappy farmer's wife show, and all it does, it just takes down my education level.
First of all, I don't even like Farmer Wants a Wife.
Okay.
That's like too hick for me. It's Farmer Wants a Wife is like the Bachelor that couldn't do it.
Well, I remember what I said. What I said, they it's like they go to the set, like they Hulu goes to the set, right? They go to the set. They have all the pictures come in for the people who want to be on Love Island, all the girls and stuff, and then they have the reject pile. And Farmer's wife comes over, grabs the reject pile, and pick the best ones out of that category.
I don't think they even made the reject pile. Because, like, those guys and the girls on that show are just like.
They're just regular basic people. They're pulling people out of Walmart. Come on our show. Come on down. We're gonna roll in some hay. I mean, it is a terrible show, man.
There is like some decent looking girls, but the guys on that show, I'm like, oh God, where the fuck did they get this from?
You may be thinking about the guys. I'm thinking that for the girls. I just saw these girls. I was like, man, it's like that's the ones you see clubbing at Stonies at 2 a.m. You know, when the lights turn on or whatever, they start clearing out the people. You're like, oh my God.
They knew you were dancing
with. That's how that's running. So the thing is with Jeopardy is that that's funny when me and Brenna watch Jeopardy is because like I'm like super nerdy on the history questions and like it's my answer for every poetry question is always Walt Whitman, no matter what it is. And Emily Dickinson. If it's a female poet, Emily Dickinson. Every time it's a male poet, Walt Whitman. I'm just yelling at the screen. That's and I'll tell you, most of the time it'll be that answer, or at least it'll be one of the five. It'll be Walt Whitman.
You're like, Walt Whitman. Be one of these answers.
But the thing with Britta is that she got the odd categories. It'd be like, what was that? Like that rock from Hawaii or some weird little shell thing, and you knew what it was. I'm like, and then like the food categories and stuff.
Panama Bay.
Or what was the dish, the bagel, whatever? Lox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lox. She said, "What is a?" She was like, "What is a lox?" I was like, "What the hell is that?" It's like. A lox, you are correct. I'm like, where are you even learning this category?
And I'll be like half asleep, and all of a sudden I'm like dreamland.
She has it's a perfect balance zone of like being half sleep and stuff. She's on fire. It's like are you even looking at the screen at this point? And then she'll just say something, it'll be like. Michael Jackson. They're like, you awake? Then it'd be like, who is Michael Jackson? I'd be like, damn, all right. I'd be all over the screen like this, like looking at the TV like.
all studying it, and then I'm like half asleep.
Positive. Yeah, after the question, positive. And then like when I get stuck in some of the movie ones or whatever, and I can tell her, I'm like, just give me the first letter of the title and I'll get it. Most of the time it's like, give me the actor's initials, I'll get it. And be some random actors and actresses too. And I'm like, do you know who this? She's like, I don't even know who this person is.
I'm like, I don't know what you're even talking about right now.
It's like random, like I could say like Bill Nunn. She'd be like, I don't know who Bill Nunn is. I was like, well, he said do the right thing. Let's do the right thing. But it'd be examples like that.
Or be just like, you've already seen this movie 5,000 times, Indiana Jones. I'm like, yeah, I forgot about that scene.
How can you forget the face melted? But like, so watching. One thing I did.
Shout out to Murph.
Murph ain't watching. All right, so yeah, he is. All right, Murph's another co. We'll talk about it later. No, but the one thing is about the about Love Island and those shows. I have never will watch those shows in my life. Never on my own. I would go on TV and be like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Love Island. But once it's on, or the what's the one where they hit behind the walls and they don't meet the person to like,
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. So I got it so bad I can hear it. I'm a sleep listener. Like I can hear stuff while I'm sleeping and I know what's going on. I've done this before, like when shows repeat and I know I've already seen it even though I slept through it. And that's how it is for all their episodes. So, and then she was like, Tony, he got with Victoria. I said, yeah, I know. And then they went on to their little boat ride. And then she found out that he was a jerk and that she's not in love with him. And he's looking at Becky all the time.
It's not Tony, it's Joey.
Then they like midway through, they bring on like the hunk guys to come on to try to sway the girls, or to get the girls that just left, got off of Love Island and the Bachelorette. Now they're going to the. But the one that we just saw lately was House of Villains. OMG, man. OMG. And
Are you really saying OMG?
And I started watching it. I got hooked to the villain show. You know, it's like, all right, it's corrupt, it's evil, it's dirty, it's not all about connections. I just found my connection. It's like, how you find a connection? You just met this dude 2 weeks ago. All of a sudden, you have a connection.
But they love each other.
So, but you do. One thing I do see you when you watch these shows, you do get passionate about it. Like you get involved with the people's relationships. I mean,
I can't believe he left her.
Why did he leave her for that ugly bitch? I'm just like, okay. So what is it? What makes you get involved in people's, like, I consider it to be fake set up lies? Well, you said you think there's honesty and truth in it. So what do you see that makes you get tied and emotional to these people?
Because there is, like, you see the setup and stuff, but then you can actually also see, like, their true romance. Where it's like, okay. I don't know. I could read people very fucking well. Be like, that bitch is fake, but that person is actually sincere. She's a good woman. He's a good guy.
Oh God, that's the good guys are the worst guys. I'm a good guy. Yeah, no, that's a terrible person. Trust me. Good guys are always terrible people.
No, you're a phenomenal guy.
So then with Jeopardy. So this is since we're gonna talk about your shows, we'll talk about Jeopardy a little bit. Now that Ken Jennings hosts the show.
I love Ken Jennings.
Yeah. Maybe your mom loves Ken Jennings. I know you hate Ken Jennings though, man.
Oh God.
She's getting used to when he's not being fed answers now. He wasn't getting fed answers. There was no game show, no quiz show feeding answers to Ken Jennings when he was on the show.
Right.
No, they did change the rules to Jeopardy to make winners stay on as long as they can, and Jeopardy's ratings were falling in the tank before they got Ken Jennings on the show.
Because you said they used to only be on
for five,
yeah.
after 5, and then that was it. And so then they stretched it out where you could be on forever. And of course, the first season they did that. Ken Jennings was on that season, so hey,
and James, whatever,
James Holler, whatever. But yeah, no, but that's the thing. It's like you can't even the shows like with Ken Jennings on them. It wasn't that enjoyable. Like I watched a couple from like being on Pluto TV. That's right. Shout out to Pluto TV, and Tubi. You guys are awesome. All right. So, and Tubi doesn't even hit you with many ads. They don't even overkill you with ads. So, yeah. But that's the thing.
Hulu has more ads than Tubi TV.
And then Tubi got the new logo too. Tubi. I was like, what's Tubi coming out with the old thing? Tubi.
And their new little logo.
Upgrade your television sets, people. All right. So, but with that Jeopardy, it's even hard to watch like the champion shows because it used to be where it'd be decent questions. You have your level of questions for Jeopardy. My favorite ones personally are the high school and college ones. High school, college ones, I'll be on all day and stuff, right? It's some of the questions are so easy for the kids that even I can get the math questions. And that tells you something. They can't. They will clear categories on opera and history, whatever. They hit that math category, and the kids are like, "What's 3 plus 3?
2x plus 1 equals y? What?"
Right? That's how the kids were. I mean, the teens were terrible at that. And I was like, it's sex. It's sex. The kids are like, I'll take architecture for 400. Oh, that was Frank Lloyd Webb or whatever. Frank Webb Wright or whatever the fuck his name is. But that's how that shit be, man. It'd be like, but they get all these questions of this and that, but they can't answer simple math questions. That's how bad math is. So bad in the U.S. that even teenage kids on Jeopardy can't figure out the problems. That tells you something. But all right, I think we ended this topic. Did we beat the horse or anything else we want to add up before we go to our break?
That will be break.
All right, guys, we'll be back after this. Stay tuned. Hey, everybody, we're back. Welcome back to the J Brand. I'm James L. This is Brenna. This is our topic 2 of the show. And we came up with this category a long time ago. We've been talking about doing this show for like a year now, right? And in production, what it would take. But I find it to be an awesome topic. We call it the four levels of starvation, right? The 4 levels of starvation. If you're on an island, you boat crash, it's you and other people on the island, not Love Island. If there's people that's on the island, but Love Island is Love Island, right? But if there's people on the island.
What if we're on the island with Deal or No Deal?
Oh, God, that show is terrible, guys. That's too dry. Yeah. All right. So this is the 4 levels, the 4 extremes, and we're gonna start with level down and up. So what is it? I'll ask you first. What is the food that you would absolutely not eat and you would just die before you can eat it? It's like there's no way, no how. Take me out. I'm just gonna go drown myself in salt water as long as I don't get it on my lip. All right, go ahead. What you
Cottage cheese.
Oh God, I hate cottage cheese.
I can't.
Cottage cheese is so gross. I don't understand what people like about it. What is the base?
I don't understand. I know it's so healthy for you, and being like the health nut I am, it's like just the chunkiness and the creaminess.
I don't know, man. I just look at it. And every time I see, like, I look at cottage cheese, all I see is the big chick at like Walmart with the little shorts on, and then you see all the cottage cheeses hanging down from the thighs and the back of the thighs. It's like that's all I see. It's like why would I want to put that on anything. Why would I want to put that in anything? You see it with the spandex shorts on, and you're like, they like expanded like the spandex shorts.
Oh, I know, especially when they have like tight shorts on. You just see
all the cottage cheese coming out. So that's what it reminds me of. So yeah. But for me, it's yogurt. I cannot do yogurt. I don't care if you make it Fruity Pebble flavor, right? You can make Fruity Pebble. I love Fruity Pebbles. You do a Fruity Pebble yogurt.
What if I can't chocolate flavor?
I can't do any yogurts. I throw up like I could not put it down. And the yogurt was a peach. I tried a peach one. I tried a strawberry one. Like my lungs refused to swallow the content. I mean, that's where it's at. It's just like I was just trying to swallow. You had to try to chop at the throat to try to push it down. I can't do yogurt. I don't know what it is, man. I just can't do it.
So for your birthday this year, I'm gonna get you peach cottage cheese and peach yogurt.
Oh, you're evil.
Love you, honey.
That's just all right. That's just evil, ladies and gentlemen. But all right, so then we'll go to the next one. You started off. You remember the category?
So it's something you would share with.
Yeah, so something I would share. All right, one thing is like I think pizza with the bread content. I will go with pizza with the bread content. And the pepperoni and cheese stuff, I would share a pizza because I think there's a whole box of pizza that you can live off a slice or two.
Is it homemade or
homemade? Straight out of the island. If someone brings a homemade pizza on the island,
is it from Domino's? Pizza
that is like pizza that's come from. That is if it was Domino's, I would still eat Domino's. Pizza's pizza. I would share it though. I'd be like, okay, guys,
is it Marco's Pizza?
No. All right, let's not go down that road. Inside joke, people. All right. So we'll make that a topic of shows later on. Because you're gonna be watching more than one, so you need to tune in. All right, so the food that you would share, what would you be willing to share with others?
I would share a grilled cheese sandwich.
Grilled cheese. We're gonna share the crust. We know people out there that don't eat crust. Mellow. So if she don't eat crust, this is what you gotta do. You just gonna eat the sandwich. You gotta leave her the crust. You get the crust. Love you. Right? It's like that's how you gotta do it.
No, I would split the half and then just eat my half and then give her my half of the crust.
All right, so it falls back on me. All right, what is the food that you would fight over? If they said that whoever wins this fight, you have to go toe to toe, boxing, kick it, wherever you gotta do to knock out the person to get the food. What food would that be?
Burger.
You would fight over a burger? Is it any kind of burger?
Especially an In-N-Out. I've been craving that forever now.
I know you're like 2-bite burger. You're like, okay, I'm full.
I don't care. I'll fight over it.
Yeah.
Look at these guns.
And yeah, what's funny is that I had one in mind, but I think the one that I would fight over would be cheese. I would fight over cheese, but as far as the actual meal, I would fight over spaghetti. I love spaghetti. I would fight over that because of the carbs and everything is enough to get you to pack those carbs and you're starving on the island, folks. Yeah. Don't let the carbs come and get you. Don't let them be against you. You know what I mean? So I would fight over spaghetti and throw a plate of spaghetti. I would go fight it. I'll fight over it.
Give me that.
And for all the people who watch Friends, the Joey episode. Speaking of Joey, with the spaghetti on the floor, that's all the Friends I've ever watched. I did not watch all 10 seasons. I didn't. All right, so
shout out to Holly Steinman.
So we do shout outs now on the first episode. All right, so what's a food that you would fight over?
Steak.
Also, steak is your fight choice. All right. So it just what kind of steak? Well, if the steak is burnt, will you still fight over a burnt steak?
No, then somebody else can.
So you willing to
But
stop?
then it would be crab legs.
You just get them from the ocean. You just walk in and put your hand in and get a crab. That's how easy it is. That's all you got.
I don't want no hose vagina on crabs.
So you won't do seaweed. You will have like a seaweed sandwich. You just take out the seaweed. Hey, if it came to down to seaweed sandwiches, I would eat a seaweed sandwich. All right. So that is the one. Now it's on you. Damn, you have to rotate.
What are you going to kill
for? I was gonna say steak. Steak and potatoes is probably gonna be my kill for. I would kill someone for that, but it would be a block of cheese. There's a block of cheese with a side of ranch dressing. I had to do it. I know people watching this that are our friends know about me and ranch dressing. So I gotta be truthful here in cheese.
So you're just gonna dip the whole block of cheese in ranch and just eat it to live?
Yes. I will. Not only would I do that, I would get to the block of cheese first, pick it up, beat someone to death with the cheese.
To get the ranch.
to get the ranch. and I know that, like, people take the time to peel off the ranch. I'm not a ranch peeler. I do the fingernail on the side and just twist it off so the wrapper is still on the I gotta get my ranch at all times. It is a necessary food group. Ranch is its own food group. You got.
So this is the top of the food chain. It's ranch, then cheese, then fruits, then veggies. Then you got your carnivore.
With working out and everything that we be doing, that's those two things. Well, I lower my ranch consumption. It's like, people eat that fat-free ranch. God, that fat-free ranch is gross. It's like, if you got to eat fat-free ranch, people, just don't eat ranch. At that point, right? Seriously, it's so gross. What is the point of even eating a low-fat ranch? You know what I'm saying? It's like you got a fish fry covered in salt, which I gotta cut down that, and then you go digging into a thing of ranch. You're like, it's like, what is this shit? Cottage cheese, or blue cheese? Oh, that's another horrible one. Forgot about blue cheese on the list. All right. So then, with that said, then I'll add a twist to it. Then, all right. So Be Cutesy is our first episode. Let me be cutesy. All right. So, what would you kill someone to give to me, baby? What food do you think that I would be like? Man, I can't believe you killed that person. Compared to, well, you had to do what you had to do. Thanks, babe. What food you think that would be?
Because we don't eat a lot of it, probably bread.
You would be happy.
You're like, yes, I got this loaf of bread.
You better be bringing back some olive oil and balsamic.
I was gonna say that.
Knowing you, I wouldn't know where it came from. They'd be like, this bread got blood all dripping off the side of the bread. I'm like, thanks, babe. And it's like, oh, by the way, I got some balsamic. It's olive oil. Like, where the hell you get balsamic and olive oil? I bet this person down, and I bet this person down under the coconut tree 3, and I made an exchange. I exchanged them fruit roll-ups for just for you, babe. It's out of love, right? I'll be like, oh, okay.
And you'd happily eat it too. You're like, where did this come from? I don't know, but I'm gonna eat it.
I think the food that I would kill for you and bring back will be a Hot Pocket. I would kill for a hot pocket. And you know what? And because you're not the crust eating person, is that for what I fixed the hot pockets, ladies and gentlemen? Because I put extra layer of cheese on top. Put it in the microwave for you warm up the
I'd be pissed.
You warm up the hot pocket for a minute, then you get the layer of cheese and warm it in the microwave for a minute.
I'd be pissed if you only came back with a hot pocket after I came back with the bread and olive oil. And
so I'll take the contents of the hot pocket.
Can I at least get a pretzel?
No, but then you're gonna bitch about having no cheese. So it's gonna be
but you already said you were gonna kill for cheese, so you already have the cheese there.
Good point. I haven't think about that.
You're like, all right, babe, I got you a pretzel. Let me heat up the cheese.
I gotta put the cheese on 2 rocks or on 2 branches. Or no, 2 branches. It's gonna be to try to melt the cheese. Whoa, we got fire. It's like, oh man, we're cold, man. Get out of here. We're melting cheese. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Get away from us.
All righty. Well, that's it for the Jaybread 30. I know time goes by fast. I can't believe how fast it already went.
Y'all have a great night.
All right, have a great night.